How are you supposed to walk across a floor being mopped by someone without looking like an ass? As someone who mops professionally, I don't give a fuck. It's worse when you try to be polite because I feel like I'm inconveniencing you. It takes no effort for me to go back, and I probably had to make another pass anyway. I mopped my way through high school and college. I have noticed you could start mopping on the moon at 3 a.m. and somebody would show up and need to walk on it. Walk fast, and if you make eye contact, say sorry or hi and give a nod. I've done some cleaning and it really isn't a big deal to clean another spot. It's almost worse if you're indecisive and wait around thinking, because that just takes up my time. Trust me, we don't hold a grudge against you or get pissed. It's not like you're walking on wet cement. Only time I would be annoyed is if you have really muddy shoes and if you are walking and talking on your phone, thus being in the way. What about bunny hopping from one end to the next? That would make things very weird. Would not advise. Sit in it and drag your ass like a dog. Become the mop. I always hear, sorry for walking on your floor. My reply is usually, it's not my floor. Plot twist, you're the undercover owner of the building and it is your floor. I wish, but no, I'm living in an almost constant struggle with poverty. Well, that became way too real way too quick. Hope you get better and end up owning the building. This no talent loser. Good luck. I downvoted this as I looked at his username and came back to upvote. You're playing a dangerous karma game, lol. Just be like, any but you ain't done yet. I'm so sorry, and just run and scream sorry all the way back to your car. Carefully, because it's still wet. The person knows that mopping the floor is a temporary thing. Eventually someone will walk on it. They don't care. Just make sure you're careful. Wear gloves and walk on your hands. Instructions unclear broke my back. And my neck. You cannot. I just end up tiptoeing. As if that makes a difference. And saying sorry over and over. Same. Tiptoe unnecessarily like a Looney Tunes character while going, oh, sorry, sorry. Don't walk, slide. Maximum carnage. In Canada we just say, oop. Just gonna squeeze on by and tiptoe over the wet spots while we wave apologetically. I must be Canadian in my past life because I say that exact thing right down from the overdramatic oop to the way too long and awkward squeezy. I usually finish it off with a couple sorries. Oh no sweetie, you don't walk. You cha-cha real smooth. And then give them the finger. Jump and take as many few steps as possible, or walk like how the animated villains walk on their toes. I have resorted to wall running, but it's too hard and I keep falling on the floor. Your idea is much better. Long jump. Apologize and if possible take a route that hasn't been mopped yet. Just walk across safely. I can almost guarantee that the person mopping doesn't care and is probably tired of hearing sorry and seeing goofy walks. I ask if it's okay to walk across and thank him, her as I'm doing it. If they tell me not yet, because the floor is wet, slippery, or they need to finish that area, etc., I wait. I am way too introverted for doing that much talking. Grow toenails so long that you don't have to walk on your feet. Toenails are thinner and won't be touching floor as much. I just grimaced so hard I think this comment left permanent wrinkles. Get a plushy dog on one of those solid leashes. Act like it's pulling you. And apologize as you hurry across. Shout Benton, quote. My job is to mop the floor, not make it clean. If stuff happens after it's mopped, then that's unlucky for whoever has a problem with it later. Just walk. Take out the janitor. Leave no witnesses. I work in a vet clinic as a kennel attendant and essentially am the cleanup crew at night, and it astounds me that this is even a thing. I prefer you just walk so you don't slip. I do a deep clean once a week when no one's there, so the rest of the week is just trying to keep it presentable. Floors are never going to be 100% clean. We're trying to not make it look absolutely filthy. Swallow your pride, swallow your shame. There's only circumstance to blame. If you have any other route that doesn't need to cross the floor, don't fucking cross the floor. That used to annoy the shit out of me. I'd be mopping the store and someone would walk across. Oh, they must need something in this aisle. I would think. Nope. Just walking through to get to the soda coolers even though they could have just used the next aisle over. He's talking about when you have to. I always try to walk along an edge depending on the floor. If it's regular concrete for example, I'm walking straight through anyways cause it more than likely won't make a difference. But if it's a nice shiny floor, I'm walking along the edge. What if it's a shiny concrete floor? In that case, if marks are easily left, I'll walk along the edge if possible. Wall climbing is actually better. Ever since I got bit by that spider, it's actually not that hard. Aha, I caught you. You said you kept falling in another comment. I don't think you can even wall climb at all. You're just a lying liar who lies. J. Just in case. Simple. Parker. I work as a cleaner and just go ahead but don't slip because bones pop out. AMD, that gross. You sound like you're stuck in that situation right now. I'm still waiting for a good answer, but in another 5 minutes I think it's gonna dry. Fly across it. I can't even will run. How am I supposed to fly? All my friends have already will run across and I'm stuck here. Please help. Call 911 to help you. They're too busy killing protesters, I think. Shit went from 20 to 10 to 100. Building service guy always yells at people walking on his floor. He told me he just likes to see how they react. Hey, sorry, what's the best way to get around where you've already mopped? Run and slide on one foot singing I came in like a wrecking ball. You can't. You will always look like an ass. Shuffle and take more steps while staring at the mopper to establish dominance. When you are on the other side leaving, look back over your shoulder and softly say, missed a spot. If you do that with me, it's fine. I work at a hospital and the ER can easily remove the handle from your ass after I shoved it up there. The trick is to say it loud enough for them to hear, but softly enough for them to think they might have misheard. Ninja. So good, there are no footprints at all. In the military this happens every day. It depends on the situation. If you're passing through and the mopey makes eye contact, you then acknowledge their presence, as well as rank if higher than yours, as you would any other individual, and continue on. Now if you're passing a PFC who is mopping a first SGT's parking space in a paved parking lot, well then you laugh your ass off and continue on. Just apologize. I was always told to walk as close to the wall as you could, but also apologize while passing. Came to this thread looking for a Johnny Dangerously reference, and now I feel old and out of touch. Oh, go ahead, walk all over it a little. Quote, even after all these years that movie still makes me laugh my fool head off. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.